Yep.
Yep, I got 7 o'clock.
I'd say so, Lynn. Go for it.
All right. Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. Hey, Sammy, am I still in the right place?
Yeah, sound good, Gary. Go for it.
All right, I'll talk quick. We get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband. A lot of vacuum tube radios are heard here. Folks come by on hybrids, and people come in on modern radios, and that's just fine if you're interested in what we're doing. Buy-sell trades are appropriate if they're vintage radio related, and this is a great place to ask for technical advice about a radio you're working on. I do it all the time, and that's my favorite part of the net. The station I'm on tonight, let me talk about that a little bit. World War II ended in 1945. I was born in 1947, and it was in 47, 48, 49 when I was learning to talk that a lot of hams were working on single sideband transmitters in their shack. There was no commercial version available, but a lot of good ideas were laid out on the table, and a guy named Wes Shum sat down in his basement in Chicago and put together a little thing he called the multi-phase exciter by Central Electronics, the 10A. He sold it by word of mouth in 1951, and finally he got enough money together in 52 to advertise it in the magazines, and so that makes it the first commercial single sideband exciter, and that's what I'm on right now. Puts 7 watts into a single tube amplifier that I made out of an old Night Kit novice rig, and that's driving my L4B. Okay, I'm going to talk to TXW, 5Q, OJB, K, KC5L, and I guess I'll give it right on around then to Guy, and we'll then go to Jay and then to Rusty. And while we're going around the table, I'll probably switch over and get on the cheap and easy SSB by KG7TR, and we may be hearing him tonight. So, Mr. TXW, George, what do you say? K5LYN.
Hi, do I sound on frequency?
Sounds right to me.
Good. Good evening, Lynn and all around the net from WB5TXW for the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. Lynn, I ask because I'm trying to wean myself off of the flying saucer and learn to use my ears better so I can get in on people's voices, those that speak pretty well anyway. So I'm on the S line, 32S175, OS330, L1, the Shure 444, all along the library table here and the 75-meter antenna. And I really had to work the band selector on the 32S1 tonight to get it to work. I guess the humidity is trying to do its thing, over.
Those S1 switches are like that, those band switches. Mine is like that too, so you're not alone.
Righto. Well, everybody's sounding good, and I'll turn it back to net because, Lynn, you and I were talking last night, and both of way they want the band WB5TXW back to net.
Yeah, it went out like somebody blowing out a candle. All right. Sounding good, George. Mr. 5Q, hey, Jim, talk to us. K5LYN.
Okay, K5LYN in the net. This is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec. Jim in Plano, and we're on the Drake T4XB and the R4B into the L4B. And I was just going to comment about the Shure 444. The antenna is the double bazooka 8040. And the same thing on the KWM2 on the band switch. Before I use it, I always have to go over there and move it back and forth. You know, I can spray it, and it'll work the following week. And then about a week later, I got to move it back and forth. So it's just a matter of exercising the switch, I think it is. So we have the same problem. Anyway, appreciate you calling the net, and nothing to buy, sell, or trade here tonight. K5LYN in the net, KE5Q. Appreciate it.
Great signal, Jim. And yeah, I think that's pretty common with the Collins S-Line era equipment. After all, if they were used every day like they were supposed to, probably wouldn't have been a problem. But we don't do that. All right, moving on here. Mr. OJB, talk to us, Denver.
All right, Lynn, this is N5 OJB Denver in Gonzales, Texas. Tonight I'm running the old 830S gold emblem into the NCO 2000 and a fan dipole out there, and I've also got a TS820 sitting over here, along and with a matching. I've got matching speaker and antenna tuner for that goes with the 820. I think it is. No, the speaker goes with the 520. Anyhow, and anyway, I will. If anybody's interested in trading something or buying one of these radios or parts for them, holler at me. This is N5 OJB, Gonzales, Texas, and Leon, I'll give it back to you.
Strongest signal on the band, Denver. Great signal out of Gonzales. All right, moving on. Mr. DK. Hey, Don, I think you were in there. How about it? K5LYN.
All right. Good evening, everybody. W5DK. I'm in Spring Branch, north of San Antonio. It's Don, and been missing a couple of weeks. So jumped in today. I got the Drake TR4 and using one of those C4 consoles like Sammy was talking about, turning everything on, and just a L4 amp, and B104 mic, and a double bazooka. I was going to mention, on the Drake stuff, the glow, the color is a little piece of plastic in there. A lot of times they fade out. If you need some of that plastic, you can go to like a stage supply where they make these lights that shine down on the stage, and you can get a sheet of that stuff for $8 or $9. I got some, and if somebody needs some, they can reach out to me, and I'll maybe take it to the next Ham Fest, whatever it is. Thanks for running the net, Lynn, and everybody. Sounds good. W5DK.
Okay, very fine, Don. And I just noticed as you started talking about lights that the lamp on my dial light on this R4 has quit on me this week. But that's a small potato. Good to hear you. Nice signal into Austin. Okay, I think I heard when I was down the hall, KC5L. Tom, was that you? How about it? K5LYN.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and the Boat Anchors Net. Yes, Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're talking on the Central Electronics 200V with a D104 microphone. And that's driving a Central Electronics 600L amplifier, doing about 300 watts into a Johnson KW Matchbox and a homebrew 100-foot doublet up about 15 feet. And we're listening on an R390A. And everyone's sounding good tonight. Lynn, your 10A is sounding great here in San Antonio. I could hear you just fine when you were running barefoot earlier, and you really came up when you turned on your Drake there. Anyhow, that's all I have. Good evening, everyone, again, and back to net, KC5L.
Very fine, Tom. Nice work on that Central Electronics station. We had a record for Central Electronics last week. Let's see if we can do as good tonight. Probably not, because my 20A that I have paired with the SX115, I'm not going to turn it on until I get that 115 working better. It's a real dog. Okay, well, I said I was going to give it to Guy after this, didn't I? How about it, Guy? Pick it up and talk to him. K5LYN.
K5LYN and the Boat Anchors. This is W5CMK. Northeast Texas. Name here's Guy. Everybody probably knows me and probably cusses me sometimes. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, glad to be here after a long absence. And tonight we're running the Drake TR4 with a Shure 444 microphone. I'm going into my export Henry through a cubic tuner. So I got a MN2000 over there, but it's not in line right now. And we're going up to a double bazooka at about 45 foot. I think that's everything I got lit up in here tonight. But anyway, let's see here. WB1E, Doug, are you still there?
Yeah, I was just hooking up the U9S microphone, but you caught me in halfway across the river there, and oh well. So it is. Good evening, Guy, and good evening, the boat anchorage out there. This is Doug. I'm located at College Station, Bryan, just north of Houston, about a piece, about 100 miles, and almost halfway to Waco. So tonight, it's Swan 500 transceiver, good old standby, and it's driving a little Henry action. I was going to be barefoot tonight, but then I pulled back the microphone gain as requested by a spectrum analyzer, and so I guess I'm going for maximum dynamic range tonight. That's what I should have been doing all along. So anyway, always tuning around. So going out on some 50 ohm coax up to the home wound 4-to-1 and a inverted V doublet at about 90 feet. So, boy, I'll tell you, that spreader bar, I've been putting it through the mil-spec 883 test, Guy. It's been doing vibration like crazy, and what I did is I mounted a 5-foot flag below it about 5 feet, and it's been flapping like crazy, and you'd think my Oki engineering spreader bar would take it, but oh no, every connection on that thing has gone bad, so it's just shaking like crazy. So anyway, I'm over here, and the flag is modulating my my antenna wires. Well, hopefully not, but all right, Guy, I'll send it back to you. And this is Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, and everybody have a great evening.
Well, good deal, Doug. Yes, it's kind of funny that you should say that about being halfway across the river. When you said that, I thought about across the river at Waco, crossing Brazos at Waco.
Oh yeah, Brazos is an awful nice river. Well, I got this U9S Turner. It's a can. It's one of kind of like a World War II design, like most of the microphones were back then, just a can. But it probably sounds worse than a D104. So maybe I'll have that on next week.
Oh, actually, it doesn't sound bad at all to me.
Oh no, I'm on the Electro Voice 638. But if you give me about 2 seconds, I can probably switch over to the other microphone.
Well, switch it over and let's listen to it.
Okay, here I am on the Turner U9S. How's this thing sounding? Any more narrow than the other one there, Guy? Over.
Yeah, it's quite a bit brighter, no doubt. That'll be a punch-through microphone for you. Kind of like, I've got one of those, static 1Bs, I think. You know which one I'm talking about, Lynn?
Talking about a 10D?
Yeah, 10D, there you go.
W5FU.
Okay, Guy, I'll turn it back to you. This microphone's got inscribed on it, Kilo 5, Portugal, Ecuador, Mary. So K5PEM, I have not been able to track this guy down. So anyway, just FYI, if anybody knows anything about K5PEM, let me know. It would be nice to find out who this originally belonged to. Anyway, back to net, Guy. This is WB1E.
All right, good deal. Yeah, we'll kind of keep an ear out for that too, and maybe one of these days you can get the whole story, the whole shooting match. Yeah, David, I got you on the list down a little ways there. All right, Whiskey 5 Echo, come on in. That's Whiskey 5 Echo off frequency, or whether that's somebody up the band. So let's come back to Whiskey 5 Echo. N5YER, go ahead.
Guy. Am I on frequency or close?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I am in New Mexico. Its high today was about 76. We're about a week away from, we haven't even had a freeze yet, but we're about a week away from possible snow. I'm at 7,000 foot elevation here in Ruidoso, New Mexico. I was hoping to be on tonight with my 100Z that Nick fixed for me, but I got to starting to get the interconnect cables and the antenna relay and all that together, and I'm missing a couple of connectors that aren't readily available even if I was in Houston. So I've got those on order, and maybe I'll have it on the air next week if we have the net on next Wednesday. I assume we will. Tonight I'm on a Kenwood 520S, and microphone is an MC50. Run that through an SB201. I'm putting out about 180 watts right now, and that goes through the Dentron monitor tuner and up through coax to my dipole up about 50 feet. That's what's going on here, Guy. I hope everybody sounds good, especially that Swan rig. It sounded really good. Denver's strong. You're strong. I can hear just about everybody. I got somebody close by. He's bleeding down, splittering, whatever. And when he's transmitting, I have a lot of trouble. But I've heard everybody so far. Back to you, Guy. KL7 Charlie Delta.
All right, good deal, Mike. Yeah, the Kenwood sounding really good over here. Yeah, I was watching the weather earlier today, and they had a tremendous amount of snow up in Minnesota, so you may get more than what you're bargaining for, over.
Well, I was here Christmas 2 years ago, and the day after Christmas, they got 24 inches here at this house, and my wife and I were marooned in the house for 2 days before I could get out.
Wow. That tells you better put up some provisions, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to have something in it. You know, I went to the store the night before that came. They have an Albertsons here. It's kind of like you probably know what it is. It's a big grocery store. And the lines were incredibly long. People all the way down the aisles with their baskets full, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So the next morning I figured it out.
Rude awakening, over.
Yeah, roger, roger.
All right, good deal. I guess you're going to get your count together tonight, so put one on the Drake line for me.
Okay, I already got it there.
Roger, roger. Thank you, Mike. Have fun over there and wait on that snow and build us a big old snowman. Take a picture of it, over.
Yeah, well, my splatter friend was just in there, but I copied you through him.
Well, that's good. I got plenty. Let's see. Let me get one more, and I'll throw it down to Jay, and we'll let the rest of you take the last shift of the first go-round. WD5ADC. Hey, Rick.
W5TOJ.
It was WD5ADC. Rick whoops, hold on. Let me turn that carrier down. That should be a little better. WD5ADC, Rick in Harlingen on the Gossett GSB 100. And the Kenwood TL 922 amp. And the Drake 2B receiver. And fan dipole up about 30 feet in the backyard.
Well, it's working.
Well, good. How does this audio sound on this thing?
Well, when that tuner-upper ain't in there, it sounds pretty good.
Okay, another amp cured all my raspy audio problems. After messing around with the radio for a while, I come to the conclusion it was the amplifier. With 50-plus-year-old capacitors. It's still on the workbench over there where it's going to be for a while.
Yeah, sometimes that raspy audio may be just a tiny little bit of RF in there. I've run into that myself.
Well, this thing is doing I get just a little more power out of this than I do with that old Collins 30L1. And about 800 watts. Not bad driving it with about 50. So that's doing what it should do.
that. Sounds really good here.
Okay, well, 7-3, everybody.
All right, Rick, good deal. Hey, KM5QS, Mr. J, you want to take a shift to run at it here and see what you can do? This is W5CMK in the boat anchor.
All righty, guy. Yeah, I think we can do something. Let's see. Looks like we're still on the frequency. Let me see who else I've got. N5. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll get to you in just a second, Ed. I hadn't said what I'm doing yet. I'm playing with an old Kenwood TS820 this evening. And a TL922 Kenwood amplifier. Using an Electro Voice 664 Alpha microphone, homebrew antenna tuner, and 160 meter diaphragm pole, feed point about 75-80 feet up in the atmosphere. Trying to get out and do a little business here. At any rate, doing about 800 watts somewhere in there, and seeing how that's going to work. About November 5, Juliet, Indigo. And are you out there still?
I'm here, Jay. Good evening. Thank you. I'm cheating a little bit, running my Kenwood 430 here into an SB 201 Dentron Super Tuner and out to my 160 meter loop up about 20 feet. But receiving everybody very well and having a good time. So 73's around. N5 JJI, back to net.
Okay, Ed. Well, you're sounding fine down here. No problems at all. All right. Let's see. Oh, I've got I think I heard TLJ. Was that I don't know if it was W5 or WD5, but TLJ, if you're still out there, come on down. Does anybody hear him?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I heard him a while ago, but not now.
Okay, well, I'll put a question mark down there and we'll try later. He might not have known I heard him. If we heard him, I don't know. Okay, let's see. How about you, Sammy? W5DPP.
Well, I'm here listening. Good evening to everybody. This is W5DPP. Enjoyed the little ham fest last week and enjoyed the visit with all the Louisiana boys. I think David and they were the furthest ones that came. So everybody had a good time. I think had some really good barbecue and look forward to getting together again. Maybe we can do it down there in New Orleans this summer sometime. This is W5DPP.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm glad that deal worked out up there at Poetry. That's a nice name for a town, I guess. But yeah, we can't wait to be able to get back together and have some swap fest. Thank you, Sammy. I'd say I don't have anybody else on the list, so whoever we haven't talked to yet, come in for the Boat Anchors Unlimited.
MTT. What Echo 5, Zulu Sierra.
K5 Echo Fox.
X-ray Bravo.
Okay, I got more than I could handle there. Let me get. I'll pick 3 out of the mess, and then the rest of you we'll get in a minute. Zulu Sugar. Go ahead, Danny.
All right, thanks, Jay. And thank all of y'all for doing the net. I'm running a Kenwood TS830S and inverted B up about, I don't know, 40 feet. And an Electro Voice microphone, and it's an RE something. I don't remember, man. I got a cover on it. I can't see it. Whatever. It's Electro Voice microphone 830S, and hopefully all the hum is gone. 7.3s, I can't wait for the next Belton, man. I don't know when it's going to be, but I can't wait for it. And thank everybody again for doing the net. KM5QS, KE5ZS.
Okay, Danny. Well, yeah, it sounds a lot better than it did last time, so I think you must have put those capacitors in there, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right. I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, I can't wait for the next Belton either, but I guess I'm going to have to. All righty, sir. Thank you. We'll catch you later. KWOZ. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, good evening, Jay, and everybody else on the boat anchors. I figured that I missed a whole week or something because it looks like y'all started at 7 o'clock, and I wasn't nowhere near this area at 7 o'clock. But, man, you had a bunch in here come in early, I guess. Anyway, yeah, this is Dan in downtown Sanctuary City of Houston. And we're running the same Kenwood TS-830 and driving a homebrew pair of 572Bs, about 700 watts. It seems to be doing pretty good. It'll do a lot more than that, but no sense driving it hard. The microphone is a Kenwood MC50, and I'm running through a Drake MN2000 tuner, but it's on bypass right now because I got 1-to-1 on this antenna right here on 3870. The antenna is a 2-band bazooka up there about 42 feet. And that's about it. Just enjoying listening to all this fine gear on here, and it is some good sounding stuff. Back to you, Jay, KWOZ.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Yep, there's a bunch of good ones out there. I think I heard a X-Ray United out there. David, is that you?
It was probably me. Kilo 5 X-Ray Bravo.
Okay, yeah, alrighty, that's, I thought I heard, okay, that'll work. X-Ray Bravo, go ahead.
Roger, good evening, boat anchors. This is Kilo 5 X-Ray Bravo. My name is Larry. I'm in Emory, Texas. And I run the Swan 350A. The microphone's a Shure Brothers 404C. My antenna is a double bazooka dipole. At about 30 feet, it's in a flat configuration. And just enjoying hearing all the stations tonight. Over.
Yes, sir. You sound good. Nice audio, and it's cutting through everything, so it's working good. Appreciate you checking in. All right, folks, so let me see. Let me take 1 or 2 more, and then I'll turn it over to Rusty. So who's next?
K5, Echo Fox.
Okay. Got, yeah, let me get Nick, and then I'll get David. So go ahead, Nick.
Hey everyone, it's K5EF here in Covington, Louisiana. Copying everybody great tonight. Noise level is only S4, and I tell you, that's what makes 75 meters sound really good. Anyway, running the 100B 600L R4 receiver and my sloper array for 75. Everybody had great signals a little while ago, 30/9 being about average. Great to see Sammy and Guy over at Scott's place, KE1RR. We had a really nice time, and the food was excellent, and the companionship was great. I mean, it was just so much fun to actually see real live human hams again. Anyway, 73 all, K5EF.
Hello.
Well, hello yourself. So anyway, thank you, Nick. We'll for checking in, and we'll catch you next time. Sounding great down here as usual. I believe I heard an X-ray sugar. Is that correct? No, maybe not. I'm hearing more than I'm hearing, I guess. I don't know. Some of it was hello, and would you like to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited?
W5 Sugar United.
I heard MTT check in a little bit ago.
Oh, there he is, Sugar United. I heard that. Whiskey 5 Sugar United. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, thanks a lot. It's Carl, Coco Alpha Radio Lima in Dallas. On a TR4C barefoot, and using a Shure 450, and the antenna is a very, very, very much drooping inverted L, at one point only about 8 feet off the ground, through a homebrew remote tuner. And I was going to chat with Lynn for a moment or two when the dust settles. I thought you guys started at 7:30, not 7 o'clock. So fill me in, W5SU.
Well, we started early tonight because last night the band died early, so we thought we'd get a 30-minute jump on it this evening and see if we could get everybody before the atmosphere gave up on us, Roger.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody sounds great. I couldn't figure out why in the heck I was only getting about 17 or 20 watts out of this TR4. Tried every wave but sideways, trying to tune the thing, and then finally realized my watt meter was on the 2 kW scale instead of the 200 watt scale, so everything is okay. Go ahead and take a few more. I'll stand by. W5SU.
Hey, can I have just a second, Jay?
Okay. Go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, hi, Carl, K5LYN. I'm here. We'll make it quick.
Yeah, appreciated the emails, and just let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, keep your eyes and ears open for a solution to the soup can filter problem on the TR3s, which you have one on your older TR4. Other than that, no, I'll send that to you probably in the morning.
Oh, no hurry. I mean, it's been this way literally for years, and that's been way on the back burner. But I'll see what I can scare up around here you might be interested in.
Okay, all right. We'll be in touch, Carl. Nice to be in touch, and we'll carry on from there. Okay, thank you, Jay. Back to you.
Yeah, very nice of you. Thanks a lot, W5SU.
Happy to do it.
Okay, no problem, Lynn. No, anytime. Matter of fact, it's about time for me to turn to Rusty anyway to get him a chance to have some fun. So, WK5R, KM5QS. It's your turn, sir.
KM5QS, WK5R. Good evening, everybody. Name's Rusty, located up here in Wills Point, halfway between Dallas and Tyler. On the Helicopter's HT37, the Audio Technica AT2035 microphone, and I'm driving the Homebrew GS35B amplifier into the Homebrew fan dipole at 50 feet. That's what we're going on here. And it was good to see Nick and David and the guy from Emory over there, everybody at that deal. And yeah, Nick, the barbecue was good except for that piece I got hung in my throat. Hi. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Mike Tango.
Hey, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, hello, Rusty. Everybody on the net. Mike, WA5MTT in Round Rock. Tonight we're on the Collins S line again, the 75S2 receiver, 32S1 transmitter, 30S1 amplifier, and a 312B4 station console. The microphone is Electro Voice 674. Other than that, good to hear everybody tonight. And waiting on that cold front supposed to roll in next week. So back to you, Rusty.
All right, Mike, you calling the station sounds good as always there. Appreciate it. All right, there was a station that was trying to check in at the same time that W5SU checked in. I heard you, so if you'll try it again, I'll pull you out of there.
Yeah, W5MTG, Rusty, Paul here, Chester.
Hell, I guess he didn't hang around. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
He's in there, Rusty.
I'm sorry. The one I heard is not there unless the band changed. Can somebody copy that station? Go ahead and pick him up.
Yeah, I got a light copy on him. He's a 4 station.
I can't hear him at all, guys.
Now.
I heard a 5 station earlier, but I guess he moved on. I'm sorry, I don't hear that 4 station.
He didn't come back.
Okay. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
X-Ray Papa.
Okay, I got 2 stations there, the one ending in Papa. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Alpha Golf 5, X-Ray Papa. Kenneth up here in Central Texas, Brownwood. Going to give homage to the early 60s helicopter engineers. Got an HT32A transmitter running through the matching HT33A amplifier. And got it going at a homebrew G5RB antenna. We're putting out about 500-600 watts. Everybody's coming in good up here. Back to you. AG5XB clear.
Roger, roger. Well, the Helicopter's HT32 sounds good there, along with the 33 amplifier. Helicopters, the Helicopters there. Okay, there was another station there. I had the suffix a while ago, but I forgot. If you'll come again, I'll pull you out of there.
Tango Romeo, BJ, you copy?
Okay, I got a Tango Romeo. Go ahead.
Golf 7, Tango Romeo. Mike, way over here in Shoal, Arizona. So how's the copy up at your end, Rusty?
I'm copying you good now, Mike. Now I know who you are. I don't know if Lynn is hearing this KG7TR there, Lynn.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. I'm hearing you.
Okay, great. I'm copying both of you guys. You're about S9. Mike, over in the Shoal, I'm on the homebrew 75-meter transceiver. I call it the HD75. It's 16-2, and pair 6146 is in the final, and it gets its power from a Heathkit HP23B. That's driving my homebrew dual 813 linear amplifier, running it through a Drake MN7 tuner to a 66-foot long wire. And the microphone's a Shure 444. So back to you, Rusty. Hope you're still copying WK5R KG7TR.
All right, Mike. Homebrew's sounding great. All your stuff sounds good. All right, there was another station right under Mike there. Try it again.
N5WTZ.
N5WTZ, I believe it is. Go ahead.
Rusty, this is our first time finding you fellas. November 5, Whiskey Tango Zulu from the Panhandle of Florida. And we just love the boat anchors. We've got 3 of them here on the desk and working on another one. And we're not on one right now. We're on a Kenwood 850 right at the moment. But we have a Swan 100 MXA or a Kenwood 520 and a 10-Tech 540 here on the bench right now. So we just wanted to get in and say good evening to everybody. We certainly enjoy listening to the boat anchors, and some of them just sound super. By the way the name here is DUD, Delta Uniform Delta, North Florida. Go ahead.
Okay, Dud. You're light, but I'm copying you 100% up here in Northeast Texas. And you heard I'm on a Helicopter's HT37. Well, appreciate you checking in. I'll get those things cranked up and check in with us next week there, Dud.
N5WTZ.
All right, Dud. Appreciate you checking in from the Florida Panhandle. All right, who else for the Boatmakers Unlimited? Come now.
A comment.
A comment, go ahead.
Yeah, Rusty, did you copy Whiskey 4 or did anybody else copy Whiskey 4 Delta Zulu Charlie trying to check in?
I heard him a couple times.
Okay, Whiskey 4 Delta Zulu Charlie. If you're there, try it again. I don't hear a thing, Doug.
Yeah, Whiskey 4 Delta Zulu Charlie, you want to check into the Bone Anchors net. Come on.
Yeah, this is Whiskey 4 Delta Zulu Charlie. How copy, over?
I got him now, Doug.
Go for it.
Okay, thank you, Rusty. This is W4 Delta Zulu Charlie. I'm located in Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlottesville, Virginia. Name is Rich. Radio India Charlie Hotel. I'm running a Helicopter's HT37 and a Drake 2B receiver this evening. Running about 70 watts to a homebrew amplifier, running about kilowatts PEP. And that's to a dipole antenna up about 30 feet through a pulsar tuner. And the microphone's a D104. So how copy, Rusty, over?
I copy you just fine there, Rich. We're HT37 to HT37 there. Almost the same station. I'm running a homebrew amplifier, and the homebrew dipole. Only difference is the microphone. Did I talk to you a week ago?
About 2 weeks ago, I checked in over.
Roger, roger. Now I recognize who you are. Well, appreciate you checking back in with us, and your HT37 sounds great.
Okay, thank you, Rusty. 73s to you and the group, and a little shout-out to K5E up there this evening. 73s.
Roger, roger. All right, who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Whiskey 5 Delta Golf Victor. The name is Bob.
Okay, I had something in Victor. Stand by. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Rusty, thanks. Yeah, Rich, I hear you fine over here, guys.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.
All right, anything else, Nick?
Good. I just wanted to say hi to Rich. We've been chatting back and forth by email, so that's all. And you sound good, too. Rusty, we're really happy that nothing bad happened to you this past weekend with that piece of meat thing. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, I think you slapping me on the back helped, too. Over.
You gave us all a pretty good scare.
Yeah, a lady sitting across from me, she said that, too. But once I got it cleared out, I was okay. Anyway, appreciate it. All right, who else? The station ending in Victor, go ahead.
Yeah, Whiskey 5 Delta Golf Victor.
W5DGV, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not, well, this thing's almost as big as a boat anchor, but it ain't a boat anchor. I just changed some audio settings, just wanted to see if this thing was working.
It's working, what is it?
It's a Yaesu, it's got a bunch of letters in it, FTDX 101D or something like that. I just got it about 6 weeks ago. But I'm just running foot bear over here. I'm talking on a 540-foot loop fed with ladder lines. Been up about 18 years over.
Roger. Well, it sounds like you got the audio about right. Yeah, it's one of the latest Yaesu rigs. I know what you're on.
Well, that's amazing because if you read the manual and try to figure out how to set the mic gain and the ALC and the what do you call it, compressor, man, it doesn't. I think they came up with some new names for all that crap, but I kind of figured it out there, over.
Roger. Might be in Japanese, over.
I think it's translated from Japanese, but that's okay. I'm IR and engineer, so I can figure it out there, over.
Roger, roger. All right. Anything else for the net?
No, it's a bunch of good signals on here tonight. I think I'll sit around and listen for a while. Whiskey 5 Delta done gone viral down here in Canyon Lake, Texas.
Roger, roger. All right. I think I heard somebody else in there. Who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Okay, there's somebody there with some RF.
Alpha India 5 Ocean Sugar.
The India 5, something India 5 Ocean Sugar, go ahead.
Yeah, this is the boat anchor's net, correct? I'm talking on a Kenwood TS2000. It's not really a boat anchor, but I am looking to make a swap, if that's okay.
Roger, roger. 2000 is working. The band is starting to waver a little bit, but go ahead.
Well, I'm actually looking to swap a Kenwood TS2000 for a good usable amplifier, if at all possible. Preferably one that'll work because I'm getting another TS2000X. And my current TS2000, I would like to trade it for a good amp that'll get me a kilowatt in good conditions, if that's a reasonable offer. I'm new to HF, so if I'm totally out of base, it's okay to tell me. This is AI5OS and back to net.
Roger, roger. I'm sure most people heard you there. And it sounds good. Whatever you're doing, it sounds good there. All right. He's got a TS2000, and he's looking to trade for an amp that'll do about a kilowatt. Give me your call again.
Roger. Call sign is Alpha India 5 OS. Alpha India 5 Ocean Sierra.
Okay, yeah. Alpha India 5 Ocean Sierra is looking for an amplifier that'll do a kilowatt, and he's interested in maybe trading a TS2000 for it. If anybody's interested, just look him up on... are you good on QRZ?
Yes, sir. I am good on QRZ.
Okay, if anybody's interested, look him up on QRZ under Alpha India 5 Ocean Sugar. and give them an email. All right. Appreciate it, sir. All right, who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited net?
To remove the speech port out of it.
N0 GVC, go ahead.
Yeah, this is November 0 Golf Victor Kentucky N0 GVK. Name is Kurt, Charlie Uniform Romeo Tango, and I'm located up here in south central Nebraska. And tonight I'm running a Galaxy GT550. That's just a straight 550, not the 550A. And I got the matching VFO RV550 and speaker console SC550 with that. And using a Shure 444 microphone and 444 Delta. And using an off-center fade antenna up about 25-30 feet. So that's all on this end. Everybody's sounding good up here in Nebraska tonight. This is N0 GVK, back to net.
Okay, yeah, the Galaxy 550 is sounding good from Nebraska. Appreciate you checking in there. All right, there was somebody tuning up. You want to check in? Come now.
85 IB.
Hey, go ahead, Leon.
Well, I just wanted to check in and say hello. Everybody's sounding great here in Beaumont. How you been doing since you like to choke to death?
I'm doing just fine. I thank Nick for slapping me on the back to help me get rid of it.
Okay, good deal. No, I just want to say hello to everybody. Everybody's sounding great. 85 IB.
I appreciate you checking in, Leon. All right, who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Hi, that's QG. The name is Bob.
Didn't get your call sign, Bob, but you got some RF on your signal. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. KB5, FQG. Thanks for the report. Thank you.
Oh, is that FQG?
Yes, it is. Over.
Roger, roger. Yeah, if you get that RF fixed, your signal will be fine there. From what I can hear of the audio, it's okay except for the RF.
Oh, my. I got a bug in the antenna line. Thank you much. This is KB5, FQG. Thank you for allowing me to check in.
Okay, Bob. Appreciate you checking in. All right, who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
KG5 LRS.
KG5 LRX. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, this is Jerry here. Rusty, doggone, thought I'd just stop by and say hello to you and everybody else out there. I don't have any boat anchors to hook up, but anyway, I always did like coming up here and listening and trying to learn something, for sure. But anyway, y'all have a good evening out there, and Rusty, thanks for picking me up, and I'm gonna sit here and do just what I said, do a little bit of listening. KG5 LRS, Jerry in Quinlan, Texas.
Comment. Okay, JC, comment, stand by. Appreciate you checking in there, neighbor, and I hope I'm not decinching your front end across the woods there. Okay, the comment, go ahead.
Yeah, Rusty, it's Mike, Charlie Delta. I was just wondering, I don't think he told what rig he was on, the guy named Leon.
Oh, he's on a modern rig.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I think I heard one more station. I'll try that, then I'll ship her back to Lynn there. Who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited? Come now. And that station I couldn't hear. Who else for the Bone Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Delta Juliet Whiskey.
Alpha Juliet Whiskey. Go ahead.
Kilo 5 Delta Juliet Whiskey, Dave over in the real Beaumont in Mississippi. Just give everybody a signal report. The signals are tremendous here. Everybody's above S9 tonight, and except for one or two, clear as a bell. We've enjoyed it. We're running the TR4C straight into the off-center field dipole and using a lollipop microphone, and just enjoying listening to all of the old rigs. Back to net.
Good signal in Texas.
Yeah, good signal over here in Texas from Beaumont, Mississippi. Appreciate you checking in. All right, Lynn, I need to catch my breath, so K5LYN, WK5R. I guess you're on the other rig now.
Yeah, Rusty, you've been talking up a storm. How am I in terms of frequency, K5LYN?
Put some super glue on it and go for it.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, K5LYN, Lynn and Austin, I'm back, and I have switched stations. I'm on a cheap and easy SSB, which is a home-brewed transmitter from QST 1956. and it was built by one of the net check-ins who was here just a few minutes ago. Let me see if KG7TR is still there. Hey, Mike, are you still hanging out somewhere up there? Over?
Yeah, Lynn, I'm here, and I can copy you. Pretty good. Go ahead.
Yeah, nice signal. We got somebody tuning up on top of us occasionally, but we're hearing you good, and your transceiver sounds great. Over?
Okay, great. Glad to hear it. And I got you dead on 3869.99.
Yeah, what's amazing, Mike, I didn't have to re-zero this rig to 3870. It's right where I left it last week, so I believe we got this VFO nailed down. Over?
Yeah, good. I hope it hangs in there for you during the rest of the night. K5LYN KG7TR.
Yeah, it's doing better than the attempt I made for the Drake. This is actually more stable than the outboard Drake VFO was. Well, great to hear you, Mike. Anything else for the net this evening?
That's it. I'm going to sign off because I'm going to get outside and take my antenna down before it gets dark. We got that storm coming through that KL7CD Mike was talking about. It's going to come through here, and it's going to get real windy here in the next few days. So I want to lower the antenna so it doesn't break off in the wind. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that front is supposed to get here Friday, and we're looking forward to it. We're tired of being hot down here. Great to hear you, Mike. We'll catch you next time around. All right, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
WA5IGG.
IGG, Adolf, how are you?
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Lynn. Thanks for picking me up. Signals are sounding real good tonight, and tonight we're operating the Helicopter HT46 with the twin SX146 receiver, using an SB200 amplifier into a dipole and using the Turner Plus 3 microphone. So that's a little bit different rig from normal there, Lynn. Over.
Well, we've had quite a few Helicrafters tonight. Rusty was on his HT37, and then a fellow named Rich checked in on another 37, and I think maybe there was even a third one in there somewhere. It was AG5XP, Kenneth, on his 32. So you're in good company. Now, I'll say this. You're a little bit lower in frequency than the rest of the group. Are you transceiving on that station?
No, I'm not. I must have, I just need the spot probably a little bit better. But anyway, I was anxious to try this rig because the last time I turned it on, it sent up some smoke signals, so I needed to do some recapping. So this is the first contact that I've had with it, Glenn. Over.
Okay, I would say it's not quite as good as your Drake, but it's okay. I think you did some work on it. Could there still be a paper cap in there somewhere that still needs to be replaced?
Well, yeah, it still has the original paper caps, so you know that's probably something that needs to be done. And you know, it's not my favorite rig, that's for sure, but at least it's working, Lynn. Over. Yeah,
it is. But I'll say that the old paper caps can cause that fuzzy audio quality. So keep us posted on the project. Great to hear you. What else, Adolf?
No, that's all I have for tonight. Signals are sounding real good, band's in good shape. So thanks for picking me up again. This is WA5IGG, back to net.
All right. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
K5 India, November, India.
Okay, we got a big group there. We got BTM. I'm going to talk to Ralph. Then we'll find out who the others are. Ralph, talk to us.
Yeah, we got in here a little late tonight, but better late than never. Hello, Lynn and the net. This is Ralph in 5BTM. We're in Spring, 30 miles north of the sanctuary city of Houston. Operating a heat kit SB100 this evening. And homebrew amp, GS35B, about 800 watts out. Trap and dipole in the inverted V configuration. And that's going through a MN2700 Drake tuner. And a Shure 444 microphone. So that's about it, Lynn. Back over to you.
Well, those old Heathkit transceivers, they just hang in there no matter what, and they tend to work really well. You got a great signal and nice audio. Nice work on that. Over.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, let's move on. Who was the other person that tried to check in with Ralph? This is K5LYN.
Kilo 5, India, November, India.
INI. Yes, sir. How you doing, Toby?
Oh, I just thought the fellow that was just a little bit off, I had him at 3869.7. So he wasn't much, but just a little bit.
Yeah, I could tell he was. That's a rig that he's had kind of on the back shelf for a long time, and it didn't measure up to his drakes and his other stuff, but he's bringing it back, so it's working. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I was hunting for a boat anchor, and you know how it works. You wind up futzing around doing things. You have something to sell, then you poke around and see what the competition's doing, and then you look at whatever's there, and all of a sudden there's an SK Widow that's selling something. You're going, oh my gosh, this is 30 cents on the dollar. Shut up and ask for it. So I wound up with a non-boat anchor, ICOM 7800 version 3.
Well, is that what you're on right now?
No, I'm actually on a Yaesu 5000 MP.
Well, okay, all right. Well, we can't pass up good deals.
Yeah, that's about what I look like. My wife is, my ham shack's on one side of the sunroom, and my wife does all of her painting on the other, and she said, what are you doing? I said, I cannot pass up on this deal. She says, what are you talking about? So I explained it to her, and she said, well, just shut up and buy it. And I went, okay, pour this woman some wine, get me another Clamato, and hit the buy button.
Has she got a sister?
Well,
actually, she does, and she is a widower.
Were there any vacuum tube radios in the estate?
Yeah, I'll be glad to tell Mary that you are in love with her.
That was W5DGB with a comment. Go ahead. I was the guy that asked if she had a sister.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she has a sister, and I'm trying to think how old her sister is. Let me think here. She was the youngest. No, second youngest one of 5. So I'm thinking 65, maybe.
Say, gentlemen, we got a bunch of boat anchor types standing in line here. Can we move on in that direction?
Yes, sir. K5 India, November India. I'm over here on the side.
All right, glad you came by. One last quick comment. You're a railroad man, right? Toby, you're a railroad man, yes? All right. Oh, maybe we've lost him. All right, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn and the group, KC5WLF.
WLS, talk to us.
All right, Lynn, this is Jimmy, KC5WLF, and I'm speaking tonight on my FT101 Zulu Delta, and I'm running a D104 microphone, speaking on a off-center fed dipole. So, anyway, I hope I'm sounding okay. Everybody seems to be sounding pretty good out there this evening.
Yeah, have we talked to you before? If we have, I have forgotten.
I believe we have. It's been a while, but I'm here in Austin.
Okay, give me the call so I can get it straight, and I'll look you up and make sure I got you on my list next time.
Oh, Roger. It's Kilo Charlie 5, Whiskey Lima Foxtrot.
Okay, good. Well, we'll try to make a point of remembering next time. Glad you came by. The station sounded good. Anything else for the net?
That's about all. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving coming up, and come on, cold weather, we want it coming now. We're tired of this. KC5WLF, and go away, COVID.
Yes, we are tired of the heat. I sure am. All right, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN. We've been going an hour here tonight. K5LYN, listening.
WA5EDX.
EDX, Byron, talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn. This is WA5EDX, Byron in beautiful Bluffdale, Texas. Good to hear everybody on tonight. I'm running the old Kenwood 530S. 530S barefoot, of course. MC50 mic. Back on the old Kenwoods and loving them with the good old Kenwood audio. So y'all crank it up at 7 tonight?
Yeah, we're going to probably be creeping earlier and earlier as the propagation changes, you know. A lot of us were on last night, and the band got dead as a doornail earlier, so we thought we better kick it off a little bit early. But anybody that came by at 7:30 found us here.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's all I have from Bluffdale. Hope we get some rain this weekend. Sure getting dry up here.
Yeah. Any new projects in the works?
Not really. Same old, troubleshooting Kenwood. Hope to go to a Hamfest up in Springtown Saturday. If anybody's up northwest of Fort Worth, they ought to stop by.
Yeah. Well, I've got stuff I need to sell, no doubt about it. All right, Byron, great to hear you. Hey, are we going to go around the table again? What are we going to do? Guy, you want to talk to him? How about it? K5LYN.
K5LYN and the boat anchors. I'll give it another whirl. We'll try it one more time, see what comes of it. Anybody want to check in with me on the Boat Anchors Unlimited net, come now with your call sign suffix, please. Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now. Well, if they're out there, I'm not hearing them. So, hey, Jay, grab it and go with it. KM5QS, W5CMK, and the Boat Anchors.
Okay, I'll give her a shot. We'll see what happens. I've probably missed a couple down the list, but I've already got 36 call signs written down here, so we may be running dry. All right, folks, this is KM5QSJ with the Boat Anchors Unlimited. If we've missed you out there and you want to check in, come now, please.
MOE.
Ah, there you go. Go right ahead.
Yeah, just listen to the Boat Anchors net tonight. Nice to hear everybody got their radios on, old radios on, the ones that blow up. Not blow up, too. They blow up and glow up. Anyway, we're in College Station here, and we're on the KWM2A, or one of them anyway, and 30L1 tonight. And it's just, the band's kind of weird. So, anyway, I'm going to continue to listen even after all this goes away. I like to listen to people while I'm working on another project in here. So, 73s to everybody. WA5MOE.
All right. Well, thank you, sir, for checking in. That makes number 37 on my list, and I might not be even accurate tonight. So, Colin sounds good. KWM2A and all that. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come down, please. Okay. I didn't hear anything for 5 seconds, so Rusty, get it. KM5QS.
Okay, KM5QS, WK5R. If I don't get anything, you want me to tie the ribbons on it, Lynn?
I've about lost Rusty.
Uh-oh, I may have lost Lynn there, Jay.
No, somebody was talking. Are you still there, Lynn?
Yeah, I say I've almost lost Rusty.
I think the band's changing. Well, Rusty wanted to know if he doesn't get the answers, do you want him to tie it up?
Yes, sir.
That's an affirmative, Rusty.
All right, thank you, Jay. All right, this is WK5R. Anybody else left out there that wants to talk about anchors before we close the net down, come out. Last call for the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Come now. Didn't hear anybody? We appreciate y'all all checking in. Will, Jay, myself, and Guy. We couldn't do this without y'all. We know what it takes to come on the air and going. Appreciate y'all checking in. We'll look for you next week. This is WK5R. And now closing this session of the Boat Anchors Unlimited net and return to 16 and mono immature view. I covered quite a bit of territory, guys.
Yeah. I know, and I was hearing them also.
Roger. I'm going to cut this thing off and switch over to the other radio. And everything well. WK5R.
All right. Good net tonight, Lynn and Guy and everybody else out there. We appreciate it. So I'm going to do some switching and things like that myself. KM5QS.
See everybody next week, K501.
Now you're quicker than I am. I haven't even had a chance to roll back over in front of the radio yet.